So why I'm never buying e-bikes again, never again. I spent so much money on an e-bike, but now I'm walking. 10 to 15 minutes walk for our commute in the e-bike shop. I've been here before. 9 a.m. Had to wait a few hours, 9 or 10 something, until they're ready to refund me the money. What a terrible experience, e-bikes. So I'm just planning to buy a mountain bike and bike 7 kilometers to my new workplace. That's just 7 kilometers. So I spent so much money, now I'm walking. Now I'm suffering with the heat. So I'm gonna go to an anime event, cosplay of the it has started already. I don't know what I'm gonna do there anyway. But then my costume, very Bogart costume. That's bit of Eureka. Yeah, so I'm suffering despite spending so much money. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a mountain bike, so my thighs, my legs are overused. So it hurts. I will still mountain bike to work 5 days a week, 14 minutes to and 14 minutes back, and 20 minutes to dress up. Holy crap! I will be unlucky if it's hot or rainy. So put the extra clothes inside the plastic bag. I learned how to drive a motorcycle. I had an accident, so I'm not buying one again. Hopefully. And hopefully I'm not buying another e-bike because, just bought the e-bike. It was just with me about 4 or 5 days. And on the last day of work, I needed to practice it, take it to the highway, and then started to make some sparking and clicking sounds. And then it stopped working. So I had to wait a week for the holidays, for the Holy Week to be over. The technician to come along and check it. Then after a couple of days, get the e-bike. They got the e-bike. They picked it up at home. And now, yesterday the refund was released maybe after 2 or 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days. So yeah, at least they were kind enough to refund me the bike. It's a lot of money. money. Originally they said they don't refund. What the heck is a store that doesn't refund? And luckily, hopefully, I wasn't they did pin the defect to me. They didn't say it's a customer cost defect, but a factory assembly defect. We'll see how far I can go biking every day, and problem is the heat. So it's like about 2 hours, almost 2 hours bike every day, depending on how fast or slow or how good my condition is. So yeah. My worry is I'm almost 40 and it's gonna be exhausting, but there might be some health benefits. Anyway, with my other workplace, I commute 45 minutes to work anyway. So at least there I can sleep, play some games, or edit. So that will be my daily exercise, I guess. 2 hours of exercise. So maybe I really should get a motorcycle. But the thing is, the license is very expensive. Holy yeah. So I just need to leave for work. Ever more than an hour, maybe an hour, 15 minutes before work. That's how early I should be. So I'm just gonna ride a bike, especially if it's bad weather and it's raining. Yeah, that's life. I'm getting old. I mean, I could buy a car, but I don't want to worry about maintenance. Motorcycle, I guess, is the next cheapest thing. I also don't want to worry about maintenance. I don't want maintenance to need people just for the maintenance. So currently I got 2 bikes at home. One BMX with a shock in the middle. Got a cheap mountain bike that looks like scrap. I'm planning to sell that. So I was preparing for my next job. So I will have 2 bikes, so no matter what happens, I will have something to commute with. I can leave anytime. So I saw a mountain bike earlier, 26 with shock in the middle that I like. So I think I'll buy that maybe tomorrow or later. So that's gonna be very exhausting. I'm gonna bike it home. So maybe I'll just take some breaks. More exhausted just walking. Maybe I'd walk 2 kilometers a day already. I don't know. Yeah. e-bike sucks, you know. You shouldn't get wet, so how are you gonna commute when it's raining? Because they originally asked me if I was able to use it outside on the main road, but and if it got wet, holy crap! So it gets wet, it's your fault. So one of the things I don't like about e-bikes. They are too much of electronics, and they're not made to be waterproof. Technicians, it could take a week for technician to go there and check your bike, and then he has to go back 3 days because he doesn't have the equipment. He just went there to check it. Yeah, let's buy a nice mountain biking shop. I guess I deserve nice things anyway. Oh, it's exhausting walking. How many minutes now? 15 minutes? Almost 15 minutes. I can't afford a car because I need to buy a house cash. I don't want to keep working my whole life, especially call centers. It's hard working at night. Yeah, I don't like toxic people. But I thought I'd retired early, but since a millennial, house is expensive. Just bought a small house, so I need to work. So yeah, see you later.